No, it's not a special occasion. I built this place for that purpose. In the West Coast, they have a version of it called Keystone, and I used to do this like back in '96, and I lost 2 apartments to it. But that's a.
Because people just get upset.
No, I was immature. I would actually be gaming it up with the guys rather than making sure that the bills were paid. I'm older now, so I learned my mistakes. I play, but not like how I used to, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to become rich enough so that I can be like them and get back to my gaming sessions. But for now, right now, I run the company. Take care of all the.
You still have time to do all this shit.
Yeah, I find the time, but I lack the sleep, so I still do the world record stuff, but.
Are you from New York?
Originally, no, I'm not from Jamaica. Father brought me here.
When did you move here?
Huh?
When did you move here?
Oh, when I was 1. I was born in Jamaica, and before I even became 2, I came here. So I've been here since forever.
So you've seen the arcade culture change?
Yeah, I actually grew up. I'm an arcade kid, so that's I named the company after that.
What was your arcade?
My first arcade was a wireframe, the vector-based Star Wars game. That's what started me off, and then from there, my father used to play Pac-Man, and then I saw the arcade scene. And, I used to play at the bodegas and the pizza shops in New York. And, my father wanted to keep me from going on the street late at night playing video games, so he bought me my NES. And then my first game was Dragon Warrior. I started to like the adventure thing, and then I played The Legend of Zelda. That was it for me. Zelda then made me get into games full time. And it's a good Zelda game, but it's not the greatest. All Ocarina of Time is a 3D version of A Link to the Past, and Twilight Princess is a copycat of Ocarina of Time, so it's nothing new. Don't get me wrong, as a standalone game, they're excellent games, but for me, my best Zelda ever will be Zelda 2, Link's Awakening for the NES. I think Zelda 3 is a combination of Zelda 1 and 2 for the NES combined.
What makes Zelda 2 better than
the interaction with the people. No other Zelda game other than the 3D ones could you interact with the people as much. You play Zelda 1, you really walked in and said, here, take this sword, go out, do this. They give you little secrets and hints, but you really didn't talk or interact with the people. And then Zelda 2, you could go to towns, help people, they restore your vitality, they restore your magic. You get involved with the social aspects of the game. My son was captured and trapped in his cave. You felt like a real hero because then you felt obligated to go out and rescue, and do the hero stuff. And then when you came back to the actual town, you were rewarded for your services. Then Nintendo decided to expand on that with Zelda 3. The only problem in Zelda 3 was that there weren't enough towns. There was just, I think it was Kaikoro Village. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that was the only real town there. So you interacted with the people, but that was a central part. You didn't feel like there was an adventure traveling from a different continent to a different continent to understand the different cultures that they had in different towns. For what it was for an 8-bit game, Nintendo was actually able to show a lot of diversity in that you don't even see in today's. Well, actually, you do see in today's games, but when you look at it overall, you look back at Nintendo and you're like, wow, they really, what we're doing today, these guys did in '87, which is almost 20. That actually is 20 years ago. So there was a lot of vision that Nintendo and Miyamoto had back then, and that's why I think Zelda is the template to all gaming. A little bit of puzzle, a little bit of action, a little bit of adventure. There's even racing aspects to it. So it's like all these genres mesh together into one game.
Would you ever, do you like time trials? Would you ever like, or that defeats it?
Competitive, there are all, competitive gaming will always be competitive. But there are just some genres that you have to step away from the competitive aspect to really take in what the game has to offer. I don't think Miyamoto made Zelda for his greatest fan to run through the game, quickly, because then what was the point of it putting in all these items for you to collect to be rewarded for the items? So like, you want a time trial, you want to race in something, play F-Zero. you play a racing game for that. But so there's Zelda fans are like, well, I'm the best Zelda fan because I beat the game. No problem. I have enough world records to spare. You can have it. It's not that important to me.
So the DS one, is this one you're most proud of recently?
The Guinness one? No, there's thousands of people could do that. I was just fortunate enough to be recognized for what I've done by a respectable organization that collects the records. So but when the game first came, no, actually Guinness actually gets their world records from Twin Galaxies. Twin Galaxies has been collecting world records for 30 years. So.
How many world records do you have?
I have 37 world records total.
Is that in itself a world record?
Todd Rogers has 2,000 world records. What's this guy? Tom Duncan, I think. He has 5,000, I believe. But for me, I just have world records in games that I love. So that's what I go after. I'm not trying to prove that, I'm the world's greatest gamer. There's no such thing. I've learned I'm 31. I've learned in my 25 plus years in gaming that champions come, champions go. So you can never be the best of the best, but you can have the best of the best. That's pretty much what my organization is about. Having the best gamers as one family, because then there will never be anyone better than that. So
when did you start Arcadia?
I started Arcadia in 2002. This is my 4th rendition of the Arc. When I had my first Arc, it was pretty much just me and my wife. Then we moved and we got a second Arc. This was in the Bronx. I started cutting work, playing with the guys, and we got evicted. Then my third Arc, I moved to, it wasn't too far, it was 5 blocks away from the first one, the second one. And then I got into some problems, and my wife was like, okay, this is ridiculous. You either do something with this or I'm leaving you. So then I moved out from there, and I paused my gaming life for a little bit, tried to take care of my personal life. And then I got into some problems. Justin ended up helping me. And then I moved here. Right now, the company, we're trying to, at the end of the year, we're trying to move into a loft in Manhattan where we can hold at least 50 people comfortably. But for what it's worth, this is our home. So that will be Arc 5. And this is the 4th Arc right now, and we're trying to use it to push the Street Fighter scene. So we have all these televisions, extra consoles, enough Street Fighter. Because I don't pay attention to the arm. That's called a throne room right there with the big Nintendo sign. That's my personal room. I have over 80 video game systems and 2,000 physical games. No main. As you can see, I keep a couple of the old school systems out, like the Genesis and the 64. But we have Super Nintendos, Vectrex, Intellivision, Odyssey. We have it all in there.
Was there a game that everyone was playing before this? Because everyone's playing Street Fighter 4. What was there before this? Was there a game on?
No, when all these guys leave, we bring back all the standard stuff. We have a PS2 there, an Xbox. We have all the systems. We try to keep a versatile, gaming house. As these trophies are not all Street Fighter based.